up, everybody? Jeff here with Godbold Exotics. As many of you know, I got a group of baby Irian Jaya or Papuan Carpet Pythons in several months ago, and I haven't really done a whole lot filming with them since I got them. I really haven't given them any exposure, but I do have an update. I thought it would be fun to do an update for this week. They are doing really well. I haven't lost any of them. I've actually gotten a few more. They're super easy to keep, and I think that that's what I want to do today, is maybe pull some of these babies out so you can see them. I have 3.5. Actually, Papuan Carpet Pythons, or IJs, is the more common term. That was the first species of carpet python I kept many years ago, and it's just really fun to now get back into them. They stay small, they're very placid, super easy to keep, and they're really variable. So if you like golds and earth tones and stuff like that, this is a really cool species to work with. I just don't really have anything bad to say about them. They're not very expensive, but there's a lot of work that can be done with them. You could selectively breed. These are really the only carpet python species that is still being imported. So we still have new lines coming in. There's just really so many different avenues you could take with this project if you really want to get into it. There's a plane. I'm outside, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about some IJs. Should be a fun little episode. So these are actually the male Irian Jayas, otherwise known as Papuan Carpet Pythons. This little guy was produced by Stephen Katz. He's just absolutely phenomenal. These two here are farm hatched babies. They're a little bit older, but as you guys can see, this is basically my setup for hatchlings. Now, I've got these guys in a different type of tub than my females, but these are just the three males I have. Very cool animals, very placid, as you can see. Starting to color up some on the sides with some of those flames coming in. Some of these are going into shed, like this little one here is going into shed. He's gonna try and make a run for it, but you can see some of the sides. Very cool animals. Doesn't need anything, you know, too crazy with setup, but as you can tell, they really like their water bowls. That's something I found that's kind of different from other carpet python species that I've worked with, and I've worked with pretty much all of them. These guys really like to soak, so I think it's pretty good to give them a little bit of an opportunity to soak in a little bit larger water bowl. The blue bowls, that's my own way of keeping sexes straight, so I know they're a male, but they do like to climb, so they're gonna perch. And I found this stuff at I found this at the hardware store at Home Depot or Lowe's, I can't remember which, and you can buy it in a big roll for like 20 bucks and it'll last you forever. And it's really sturdy and helps them with shedding so that they can, you know, shed, and gives them the opportunity to perch, because these guys are arboreal, well, semi-arboreal. They are gonna perch and hang out and drape, but they're also gonna soak in their water bowls. As you can tell, these guys kind of like to chill by the water. They don't need it too hot, you know. They're a rainforest animal because they come from Papua, so they're going to do well on something that's got a little bit of humidity. Honestly, I found them to just be really hardy snakes. They're not anything that's gonna be way too, you know, temperamental and non-tolerant of keeper air, but they just have awesome colors. I think there's so much work that can be done with the Irian Jayas. You know, that's just a really cool snake. And as you can tell, they don't mind being handled at all. They're just gonna be inquisitive, check things out, and yeah. So these are the females. As you can tell, pretty simple setup with the tubs. Nothing too crazy. I ran out of water bowls, so that's why there's not a pink one over there, but the pink signifies female. Now these tubs are actually the Variant Electronics tubs. They're the ones that are from Reptile Basics, so they're a little bit longer. They're very similar to the Vision tubs, but you know, again, you've got the heat that goes across the back over here. That's why I have the actual perching, the little netting in the back there. They can chill, but like I was saying before with the males, they do like to hang out around the water bowl. This one here is probably like, she just shed, and I'm absolutely amazed at her colors. Now these three here are actually farm hatched babies. These are unrelated to any of the stuff here in the US, at least any of the, you know, selectively bred lines. Now this one was also produced by Stephen Katz. I'm gonna take a couple of these out. This one here is going into shed, and I believe this one maybe going into shed as well. But this girl here is absolutely phenomenal. Her color is just outstanding. If you like this kind of thing, you know, for you know, Irian Jaya, look at the color there. Look at the gold coming up the sides. I mean, it's incredible. I don't have anything bad to say about them. I mean, look how placid they are. I mean, typically baby pythons, carpet pythons are all nippy and they're one to bite you, but not with these guys. Great feed response. Take rats, no problem. They take mice, no problem. You can feed them, interchange. 1 week do one and 1 week do the other. You don't have to worry about them like permanently having a preference to mice from there on out. I mean, they just love to eat. And this female here is probably like my favorite so far. I mean, she's just got crazy coloring. It's almost like a 50-50. I mean, her bands are so thick that I just absolutely love how she's turning out. Put her back. This girl is actually really pretty in her own right as well. She's gonna be going into shed here pretty soon, but you can see there's a lateral gold markings starting to really come in. Very pretty. It's also got a little bit of black flecking on her gold parts, which I think is kind of neat. Like right there, you can see it. But very pretty animal. And I'm gonna take out this one girl that's a little bit more red from Stephen Katz. Now this one's on my arm, so I think I'm just gonna leave her so that I don't have babies flying everywhere. This is a captive born and bred animal from Stephen Katz. Now this one's related to that male that you saw a little bit earlier in the video. Also very pretty. Was a very red baby. Just starting to get that color. So I expect this one to be very nice as well. Holy cow, look at that. Look at that gold coming in on the sides. It's amazing. Yeah, fun. I've got 8 of these and they're all from different lines. These are not all clutch mates. These farm bred animals are not all clutch mates. So they came from different clutches. So should be a lot of fun to play around with. You know, they're easy to keep. If you're interested in working with a cool carpet python species that is easy, looks pretty, and not super expensive and doesn't get very big, I think Irian Jayas or Papuan Carpet Pythons are a great choice. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. Just kind of took out most of my Irian Jaya carpet pythons. Hope you guys liked them. I don't have anything bad to say about them. As you could tell, they're very placid and handleable. They're easy to work with. They're cool little pythons. They don't get very big. You can keep an adult in a 36 by 24 by 18 inch tall cage pretty easy. They eat awesome, you know, very eager feeders. I would suggest if you want to work with a carpet species, but you don't want something that gets too big, these would be a great choice. As always, guys, I really appreciate everybody's feedback. So if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment, like, subscribe, pass the video along. So I would like to kind of boost our subscriptions if possible. I don't really play the whole Facebook game all that much. I've kind of stepped away from it. Any little bit helps. So definitely share the video so that we can spread the word. And you know, there is a channel out there that likes to cover stuff that, you know, aren't the main common species. So that's my channel. So thanks for watching, guys. You've been watching God Building.